Yes, our next guest knows all about the Hawkeye State. Let's welcome in Iowa Representative Mariannette Miller-Meeks. So great to have you this morning. A big day, historic day, Congresswoman. Before we get into tonight's big event, I have to ask you about what's currently going on Capitol Hill. Of course, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, as we've been talking about, has been speaking for hours. Is there anything that he's saying that could potentially be true about this bill?
I would say the number one, it's a big, beautiful bill. So even their title is wrong. But no, I think they're fear mongering. They're trying to insinuate things that are not true. Even the New York Times had said that they're exaggerating the number of people that they claim will lose coverage and taking illegal immigrants off of Medicaid. And they're not supposed to be on it, but there are states that do allow them to get Medicaid. Removing them is very popular with the American people. If you're ineligible for Medicaid, you should not be on Medicaid. If you're enrolled in Medicaid in multiple states, we're paying insurance companies a per member per month fee, and that's mostly from the federal government, 90% match. And so, no, these things are very popular. Also, if you're an able-bodied adult, an adult without disabilities, with no dependent children under age 18, the vast majority of Americans, and certainly Iowans, think that you ought to work if you want free stuff. If you choose not to work, then that is your choice. You need to take some responsibility for yourself instead of asking your 55-year-old neighbor to continue working so you can get free stuff. If you're disabled, you will be covered. And I think this is a lot of fear mongering. We've heard that repetitively. And as we know, Minority Leader Jeffries has a voice that will lull you to sleep. So it's been a very long night. Dawn is upon us. It's a dawn of a new day in America, and we're going to make sure that our borders are secure, that we are energy independent and energy dominant so we can keep pace and compete globally around the world economically, so that we can keep pace and abreast with the Chinese Communist Party when it comes to augmented intelligence or AI. We're going to make sure that the American people don't have their taxes increased, that families know that they continue to have a doubling of the child care tax credit. Seniors know that they get a break as well. All around, this is a very good bill. It is a win for Iowans, and it is a win for the American people.
Yeah, Congresswoman, yesterday morning at this time, we had House Freedom Caucus Chairman Andy Harris on, who was basically telling us this isn't going to happen. We are going to have to work out our differences, make changes. Much different story now this morning. Obviously, it looks like it's going to pass. Speaker says they have the votes. Do you have any sense on the timing of when that's actually going to take place this morning?
Well, I think it'll take some place. They keep moving back the time. So when the minority leader feels that he has spoken enough, then Speaker Johnson will come on board. I don't think he's going to speak for hours. He knows the importance of this bill. He's going to give an impassioned overview of the bill, what it does, how it's going to help the American people, and how timely this is that it is done on the precipice of America's 250th birthday. So right before July 4th.
Yes, exactly. Let's turn to the 250th celebration. President Trump is kicking things off right in Iowa with the Great American State Fair. What can you tell us, and what does this mean for Iowans and for the country?
Well, as you know, Iowa is the first in the nation caucuses, and we have launched many presidents, but it is so meaningful to us in Iowa to have the president coming to launch America's 250th birthday. He actually had made this comment and statement last year. He's keeping good on his promises, promises made, promises kept. We are very excited to have him there. And so it's another urgency to get this bill passed, because we want to get back to Iowa for the president's visit. But we are very excited. We're very honored and very humbled. And as typical in Iowa, we're going to give the president a very warm welcome and a great helping of Iowa Nice as we launch the 250th birthday of the United States, the greatest nation on earth.
Yeah, Congresswoman, I have spent so much time in the 1620 campaigns and elsewhere in Iowa. The Iowa State Fair is amazing, and that's coming from someone in Indiana, so we also know our corn too, but you got to see the butter cow in the Iowa State Fair. It's amazing. Congresswoman Marianne Miller-Meeks, thanks for joining us this morning, and you have a long morning ahead still.
Yes.
We do. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.